Hello.
And welcome to
Let the Girls Play. I'm Kelsey Bailey.
I'm Amelia Bain.
We're back. It's the new year, and guess what has come into 2025 with us? Women's basketball, and we're still talking about it because there's a lot to be talking about.
So much. We are anticipating the beginning of the first ever Unrivaled season, and we are, of course, still monitoring the off-season wavings? What are we calling it?
The waves?
Coaches being hired. There's a lot of WNBA news still happening. And of course, we've got basketball happening right now. Women's college basketball,
baby. I am mainlining women's college, D1 women's college basketball. It feels like every spare minute I have, I'm seeing what I can be watching, and I'm watching it, and I'm very excited for March Madness to come.
I'm very excited, and I feel like I need to catch up. Otherwise, when we do our bracket challenge, you're going to wipe the floor with me?
Probably. I'm going to be locked freaking in. However, I am an agent of chaos, so I do think I'm going to do the same thing I did last year and do a lot of upsets and then have absolutely no actual upsets happen. Have it be all very predictable. But I love chaos. I'm an agent of chaos.
It does feel like we've got a lot of teams who could upset. It feels like there's some parity in women's college basketball right now that I am loving.
Definitely with like a top 10 ranked teams, it can go any way. It could be UCLA, it could be South Carolina, it could be Notre Dame, who I'm loving watching Notre Dame.
They're fun.
So they're fun. One of them might be homophobic, but we look past that because she got some fun passes and she's a great player. So
also, listen, as a homosexual, I'd like to say it's not cool to be homophobic, but if you were raised Catholic and you go to a Catholic college and you're 18 or 19, maybe you won't be homophobic in 5 years.
Exactly.
So I'm leaving some room for hoping for some growth.
When I was 18 or 19, I used to tell people I didn't like fresh mozzarella or burrata cheese or feta because I didn't like that it was cheese sitting in water. And look at me now. I can't stop eating that stuff. So we grow our...
Exactly.
We change our minds. So Hannah Hidalgo, you will maybe come to change your ways the way that I did with fresh cheeses.
With a wet cheese.
With a wet cheese. With a cheese that sits in its own juices. So that being said, really enjoying Notre Dame. Really enjoying just watching the D1 women's basketball. And I'm enjoying a lot of the freshmen. It's so fun. I went to a Rutgers game. As everyone who may already have listened to the podcast knows, Amelia and I adopted Rutgers as one of our teams to watch, teams to follow.
We were buying low. They're not a very good team right now. We're getting in low. And when they take off, we're going to say we've been there all along.
Absolutely. I don't think that they will be taking off, but I will say they have a freshman who I cannot stop watching. Kiyomi McMiller is so fun, has great handles, a great scorer. I think, and this is me being negative, she's got to enter the transfer portal. She's got to go somewhere else. I'm sorry, Rutgers. Scarlet Knights all day, but she has to go to a better program where she can really be leveled up to be like a Juju or she needs to go to a different program. Sorry.
What if people transferred there and they built on the legacy that C. Vivian Stringer created? The court is named after her. We can't give up on Rutgers.
Okay.
We've been fans of them for so long.
Okay. Yeah. See, and this is why this works. Amelia keeps me humble. She is the voice of reason that I need.
Well,
when I say just go away from the problem, she says no. Let's solve this problem at home.
I think we need to start whispering in the ears of some players at like a South Carolina, a USC, these great teams where they're, maybe riding the bench and say,
Rutgers,
New Brunswick,
Jersey Mike's Arena.
Ooh, I mean, that's speaking to me.
Rake Beers come to Rutgers Challenge. I love
You've already
Rake
transferred
Beers.
once. Why not transfer
Come on,
again?
pull the HVL and just hop all over this damn country. You can play
just
wherever you want.
Around.
Hop around, girl. Who needs a college education?
Don't give up on Rutgers, if for no other reason than I gotta wear my Rutgers women's basketball hat one day.
with pride, without being afraid
With
that it looks like a
pride.
MAGA hat.
I've had to tuck it away for the next 4 years because it is a red hat with a white font.
Unless they get to the top, and then everyone will know exactly what that is.
Kelsey, should we talk a little bit? Oh, do you want to talk about the Rutgers game that you went to more? Or you said what you
I will
need
say
to
one
say.
thing. Yeah, so I went to the Rutgers game. I took my niece and my nephew there. They had the time of their dang lives. And while they were throwing the t-shirts, I was kind of like looking at them, like being like, oh, isn't this so fun? Ba, ba, ba. I got hit in the face. Like it whizzed by me with a t-shirt. So it didn't even like hit me fully that it like stopped and landed in my lap. It just like kind of like whizzed by me. And
So
I
you
was just
didn't
like,
even get the
oh,
shirt?
huh? I didn't
You
even get
didn't
the
get
shirt.
the shirt?
And I was like,
Aw.
oh, that was embarrassing. I wonder if anybody saw. And I looked to my left, and a woman like down the row a little bit was just staring at me and like laughing and be like, and like it went on for so long that she was just staring at me and laughing at me.
Kelsey, that's your wife.
She was an older, like probably in her 70s, but it like she did not stop laughing in a way that felt like, okay, we're not like having a haha, what a silly thing to happen to me. Now it's more
bullying.
like, yeah, like, ma'am, please leave me be. I know that I wasn't paying attention and I got a t-shirt whizzed by my head, but it was like insane. I almost threw hands at her. I was almost like, bitch, you're never going to laugh again. Trying to stare me down, laughing at me because I was tending to my sweet niece and nephew and being aunt of the year. Anyway,
Oh, gosh.
that was the report from Rutgers. Kiyomi McMiller is crazy. Destiny Adams had a great game. They still got their asses absolutely whooped by Ohio State. And I just hope that, either Rutgers can rise to be better, or, some of these players can move on to different programs. Sorry.
Oh. Sorry. Yeah. Well, gosh. Should we leave behind these college athletes and talk about some WNBA news?
Yeah, enough with the children. It's time to talk about the women.
I'd like to.
Well, lack thereof
unfortunately,
women, should we say.
Lack thereof. We did beg on this podcast. We said, Kathy, can you please issue, I believe we called it an executive order. No more men being hired for head coach positions. Unfortunately, since we last recorded this podcast, 2 men have been hired for the final 2 WNBA coach spots.
We had Chris Coclanes hired for the Dallas Wings, Volt Up, and Sydney Johnson hired for the Washington Mystics.
Let's go Sticks.
Let's go Sticks.
I'm sure
Volt Up
they're
Wings.
great.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're I don't hate men. Actually, I love men. I don't know why in a league that is a women's basketball league, we need this many men's coaches.
It's
you know how many
too many.
You know how many women coach in the MNBA? Head coaches? 0.
Goose egg.
0. You know how many have ever? 0.
Except for one game when Pop got thrown
When Pop
out.
had to. Yeah. Well, yes, but a head coach position. This is just like, it's boring.
Mm-hmm.
I'm bored.
Right now, yeah, we are sitting at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's almost 50% of the coaches are men.
4 women lost their jobs this year?
Mm-hmm.
Only.
And I guess
one?
Steph White technically, like,
But then, yeah.
right.
But then her job was filled by a man.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The numbers are not looking good.
Only two of them are not white women. And
I don't love that.
I don't love that either. Like, come on.
We can move on and talk about something else. I guess
Yeah.
that is whatever. But, people have already expressed their disappointment about, especially the black women who were fired this year.
Tanisha Wright has been hired to be an assistant coach for Chicago, which I'm glad that she will be coaching in some capacity, but it feels like obviously it's a demotion, which sucks. And also I think all these men are going to be flops. I think they're all going to be flops.
I think we've got Teddy Bear. Is that what we're called? Oh, Big Baby.
Big Baby.
Big Baby.
Rashid Mezion.
I'm excited about Coach Mezion. I'm sure I'll like these other coaches too. I'm sure we will give them nicknames, but it's just, I'm not happy.
But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens come May. In other news, Stephanie Suarez was waived from the Dallas Wings. She's having a career-ending surgery, so rather than, I think, holding her headspace,
A
and
career ending
having
or a season ending?
season ending. Sorry, did I say career
Oh my God.
ending?
Yeah, you said it
Oh, I'm
so
sorry.
confidently.
Season-ending injury, excuse me. So we'll see you
Okay.
in the 2026 season, Stephanie Suarez.
I'm glad she's getting out of Dallas if she's having any kind of health issues, because we will say it again, there's something in the Dallas water that is weakening the bones of the players. Get her out of Dallas. Stat.
Stat. And then one other piece of news coming out is there will be another exhibition game in Canada where Seattle will play Atlanta in a preseason game, which is very exciting. They did it
Fun.
last year, sold it the F out, so let's go up to the Great White North.
Should we leave this old league behind and let's talk about this sexy new league?
Let's do it. Sexy, sleek, new league. Unrivaled, kicking off in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, we're less than 2 weeks away from the first Unrivaled games.
It's been very fun. They've been doing a huge push on social media, a lot of content coming out. All the players are down there for media day, checking out the facilities. These jerseys are fucking fun and a throwback, which I love.
I've seen some pics on social media of players at the beach hanging out. You said it earlier, but it has kind of Wubble vibes.
Everybody on the same floor. Hijinks will ensue.
Oh, we're getting pranks.
It's like summer camp. They're exploring Miami. They're having a fucking fun cocktail walking around Little Havana, and then they're gonna go play a little 3-on-3. Cock Hopper and Angel Reese having fun, mother and daughter.
That is a duo that I didn't know I needed, but they have it.
They have it, and that is why I am rooting for Rose Basketball Club.
You were a vinyl girl, but now you're a Rose basketball girl.
I was lost in the sauce.
I think we were just picking based on names. This was before the draft.
It's Rose for me. We have one of my favorite players, Brittany Sykes. We have Ka Copper. I salute the United States of Ka America. We got the point guard.
Yeah, I was a Phantom girl before, and I remain a Phantom girl. The Phantoms were involved in a preseason trade that shook up my Phantom team, but brought me someone who I was not expecting, Natasha Cloud. One of my crushes, one of your crushes, one of our faves, and Sabrina Ionescu, old friend Sabrina Ionescu.
I think that's so fun. And it's so funny that I have gone from being one of Sabrina's biggest haters to one of her biggest fans.
Also on my Phantoms team, Brittany Griner. Imagine one-on-one against Brittany Griner. What are you going to do? She's huge. What are you going to do?
Give her one of these. Hey, look over there. And then hope that she falls for it.
Just get her to run.
Yeah.
Just try to get her to run at all.
Pants her.
Oh, we've got my stinker, Scrappy Doo. I mean, come on.
It's fun. It's really fun.
The other Sabali, I'm getting some time with Satu.
I wonder if that's part of the reason why Sabrina
too.
finally agreed to do it. She was like, I will play, but I want to play with Satu.
Yeah.
Her best friend.
I mean, to get to hang out with your best friend, to get to play basketball with someone that you played some of your best basketball ever with. Have you seen people online who are accusing the Liberty of tampering because of Unrivaled? It's nonsense. I think it was an AI generated article based on a few tweets that then spun up more people. But basically people are like, oh, it's not fair. It's tampering, putting her with Sabrina in Unrivaled.
Why?
I mean, she also, she did ride on the float.
She's a free agent?
In the championship parade. Yeah. But I would be really shocked. Of course, I'd love Satu to be on the Liberty, but I'd be very shocked if we pursued her.
We don't need
her.
Or
if the Liberty pursued her. No, we don't.
We really don't need her because we got Leonie Fibish now, And
we've got...
She's not going to ride the bench.
And we've got the other Sabali, Nira Sabali.
Yeah. Everyone shut the F up in 2025
We've got
is what
the
I'm
only
saying.
Sabali. Yeah, everybody shut up.
It's Amelia's turn to talk. Not y'all trolls. Not y'all trolls. Everyone else.
The Liberty have the only Sabali with a WNBA championship.
I know. That is right.
Right.
That is a fact. Yeah, so I'm very excited for Unrivaled. I'm curious to know if I'll be able to watch the games after they air. So this is Brianna Stewart and the Unrivaled admin. If you are listening to this podcast, can you please let us know if there will be a way to be able to watch the games for those of us who will not be able to watch them live on TNT?
Yeah.
Will I be able to
Fee,
stream it
let
on?
us know.
Yeah, is it
Let
on
me
Max?
know, mother to mother. If
Mother
I
to
have to
mother.
go to bed early because my daughter, am I going to be able to like watch these games later?
Yeah.
What's going on?
I gotta be able to watch at least 4 times, which is what I do with every other WNBA game. I'm still watching the frickin' championship game from the New York Liberty and I was about to say the Minnesota Vikings. Disrespect.
Yeah.
Sorry. The Minnesota Lynx. I still watch that game, so I would like to be able to
I
watch
can't
a replay.
watch that game.
You haven't watched it? You haven't rewatched it?
I did once, but it's not something I
my God,
love
I
watching.
love to rewatch it. It's so fun watching Sue Wick in the freaking bottom corner, just losing her dang
Yeah.
mind, about to jump out onto
Yeah.
that court. But yeah, Unrivaled admin, hook us up. Brianna Stewart, hook us up. Please let us know how we can watch these games, not live, but after. Thank you.
Yeah, and you've been doing a really good job of clearly, giving us the info. We loved the like schedule and how to watch bullet journal inspired kind of video. It was very clear, concise. So just give us this bit of information.
Please. And yeah, I'm very excited for Unrivaled. I'm excited to watch these players again back in action. Excited to see how the hell it even works.
Yeah, how the hell it even works. I'm excited to see this arena.
Mm-hmm.
It looks
Mima
cool
famously
from
is
the videos
going
we've seen.
to watch.
I have tickets to, I think, February 1st or 2nd, whatever that Saturday night is. I'll be there.
Groundhog
I'm not
Day.
going to get to see my Phantom basketball team.
Can you extend your stay? Buy some more tickets?
No,
Extended
I can't. But I mean, if you want to give me free tickets, mother to mother, if you want to give me free tickets to the other game that weekend, I'm in. I want to announce that 2025 Mima is no longer buying merch. She's not a merch girl.
What if it's really good merch?
I'll probably buy it, to be honest, Kelsey. I'll probably buy. This is like the time of year when everybody makes a New Year's resolution.
Yeah.
And mine is just to like, maybe I'm only going to buy really good merch. I think
Really,
the problem is I get excited and I'm like, this is really good merch.
You have to have
all the time.
A second opinion to agree that it's really good merch. It can't just be you by yourself.
Yeah.
There has to be someone else
Yeah.
that's like, I agree, that's really good merch. Break your resolution.
Yeah, it's gotten out of hand, to be honest. I was doing a clothes purge and I have a lot of New York Liberty merch.
That's all right.
And not even
That's
like the
your
free
team.
merch. I know. But maybe I'll get a little Phantom something. Who knows?
You gotta. I mean, all the merch they have right now for Unrivaled looks butt, so you don't have to worry about
It's just
about
such
being tempted
tiny
by that.
font. Is that Gen Z to have a teeny tiny font?
I don't know what it is. It's bad. That's what I think it is.
Not
But
for me.
Anyway, my New Year's resolution is to continue to support women's sports. Because like we always say on Let the Girls Play, everyone involved with women's basketball is a hero. Except
the
the refs. Bye.
Bye.